today's channel is Cooking with Miss Carlson. Today we'll be making
naan bread. So naan bread is actually a protein-packed bread that you can use as almost just to eat, to dip it in hummus.
I love it. I love naan bread. But we have our own recipe of homemade naan bread.
Right. It's very easy to make. We're going to show you how to make a very quick naan bread with just a few essential ingredients. So all you're going to need is 1 cup of flour, 1½ teaspoons of baking powder, a quarter of a teaspoon of salt, and 1 cup of plain Greek yogurt. So the yogurt's going to give it some protein, so it's actually not too bad for you. But all you're going to do is put this into your mixer, all 4 of those ingredients into your mixer. If you don't have a mixer, you could do this in just a mixing bowl. You'd have to do quite a bit more kneading by hand if you did it with that. But we're going to put it in our mixer today. Rach, what did you say you wanted to add?
I wanted to add the salt and the flour.
The salt and the flour? Okay, so we need 1 cup of flour. Oh, that's a little bit more than a cup.
Yeah.
Okay, so add 1 cup of flour. Yep.
So it makes sense.
And you want the quarter of a teaspoon of salt.
Yes.
You can add that.
I'm adding all the dry ingredients.
Oh, good idea. Okay. We need 1½ teaspoons of baking powder.
I want to put everything
I
in.
figured you wanted to add this too.
I want to put everything in.
Okay, so there's 1. Dump that in.
I want to put every single thing.
All right, dump that in. And then we're going to need another half of baking powder. That was just 1. 1½ teaspoons of baking powder.
Okay.
While she's putting that in, I'll measure out 1 cup of our Greek yogurt.
I want that to put in. I want to put everything in.
If you haven't already noticed, we use Greek yogurt for a lot of our recipes, don't we?
Yeah, we're a Greek yogurt people.
Okay, so we're going to put this in our mixer, and then we are going to attach our hook attachment to our mixer. We're going to turn that on, and then we're going to let it run for about 2 minutes. So we'll come back after we've let this run for 2 minutes.
Okay, welcome back. It's been about 2 minutes, and
Yep.
see, it's been 2 minutes, and
We turned our mixer off, so what you've got now is kind of a sticky ball of dough.
so we're gonna put it on flour so we can make it into the shape of naan bread.
So while this was mixing, the best part about having the mixer is you can put all of your other ingredients away at the same time, and then get your surface area ready for a little bit of kneading. Okay, so you want to put, I have about 1/8 of a cup of flour down on my surface right now. Doesn't take much to get this so that it's workable. We're just going to knead it a little bit so it feels like it's not as sticky. You'll probably knead in most of this 1/8 of a cup of flour. And then we're going to divide this into, I usually do about 8 pieces. So to divide this, we'll break it in half. Then we'll break it in half again. And then we'll break each part in half again. So we have 8 little dough balls. Okay, so just kind of set them aside because you're going to need some room to roll them out. You'll need another, probably about 1/8 of a cup to roll these out as well.
Hopefully this doesn't make too much of a mess.
Yeah, doing bread sometimes makes a mess. So what you're going to do now is roll each one of these dough balls into a round circle. And while you're doing that, you're going to want to turn your pan on medium-high heat or so. Get that warming up, because then you're going to cook each one of these. So you'll just roll this piece of dough out into a circle. It'll be semi-flat. It's not going to be too thick. Okay, so you've got 1 piece of naan bread. Then you're going to take some olive oil, and I use this silicone basting brush, and we're going to put some oil into our hot pan. And then you're going to take your dough ball. We do these one at a time. Put it down in the pan, and then you're going to brush some more olive oil on the top of that. And as it starts to cook, this is going to bubble up on one side, just like this. Okay, so let that cook just for about 30 seconds or so. Get out a spatula. while these are cooking, you can roll out your other one to get them ready for the next batch. So this is kind of time consuming because you usually do one at a time. I like to put pizza toppings on these and then put them in the toaster oven and then kind of rebake just so the toppings get melted. This is a pretty easy way to make a little flatbread pizza. But as you can see, this is bubbling up a little bit on the top. So you can kind of check it when it starts to get brown on one side. You'll want to flip that over, press it down a little bit, and then cook it for 30 seconds to a minute on that side. And really, that's all there is to making easy naan bread. So thanks for joining us.
Watch tomorrow's video.
Thanks a lot.